I think we're actually going to do this good today. I think it's going to work out. I got some different stuff happening. We got some different angles. We got some Lambo taillights. It's going to be a fun stream. Let's go. Maybe not. Maybe that didn't work. Felt like it should have worked. What was supposed to happen? It was going to be like... Did you hear it die? What's up, my guys? Darren Ottman finally here on time for once. John Paul submitting custom animation files like a boss. Jake, aka Garforce the Second, Hunter, Spectrum Retrofits, Tim Shields. Man, I got some dope dudes in the house. What up, guys? Happy day after Mother's Day. Is that a day? How you like the views? A little better? A little different? Kind of killed my intro there. That was supposed to continue. Hendrix Boot! I got your submission as well. We're just gonna see if things work. Oh no, don't start again. Sometimes it does. Okay, well, boys, I say we turn on a little bit of chill music. Al's in the house. What up, man? Yeah, Lambo lights. I had to make a lot of changes to these. So this is what I want to do today. It's going to be different. I know I've got this little overhead view, and we are going to work on that. I really think that I should start using the Sony for my overhead views. So let's check that out. We'll do that later. I'll just say what's up. I always get busy right off the bat, but I will show you a couple things that I got to change up on these things. And I think if all goes well, this stupid background fuzz that's been going on, it's gone. It's gone. I did it. Ray. All right, here we go. So check this out. I've got right here a couple changes. So what I realized was gonna have to happen after I'd started working on these things was the sad fact that I had made a really, really cool bunch of red custom lights. Oh yeah, we're dead. Okay, it's inevitable. We must. Ready? Oh, better camera. Sweet. All right, and then, so that I don't make people forget that there's a human. Cool. Was that good? Check it out. That's the human. This one always seems to be a little bit delayed. That's gonna be dope. Okay, so look at. Oh god, I could play with the focus. So good. Oh god, so good. Look at that. Oh. Okay, so here's where things went a little different. Hillbilly Hydrographics in the house. What up, man? Thanks for being so active in Discord. You're the man. You should get active in the Facebook group too. So these I originally wired up to be where they would all turn on red at the same time, but changing it up because what I realized after I made them was that the amber LED did not show through the old lens here. And it looks like it does right now, but in person it doesn't. I don't know why. It's so weird, dude. Like right there, like boom, yellow, red. Red always looks kind of yellowy. Red LED looks yellowy. So let's kill that. So I'm gonna use something set up as like a backup system on here, and that's gonna be for the case that anytime this thing ever needs to be, it can be kind of swapped so that you don't need a sequencer to turn on the functions, right? But normally we want that awesomeness. So in that case, that's where we're talking about special business. Now we'll be able to come in and do all of these individual channels. Now this is a weird shape, and this is a special little segment of the free sequential squad training group. All right, so swapped my face so that this looks very serious. Just kidding. So this is a complex shape. It sucks, actually. In fact, to make a shape like this takes a lot of goofing around and a lot of figuring of things out. And so once this is all in the housing, see all this scary stuff? It will all look, wow. Wow, somebody got super excited on their whole gaming music there. Yeah, so I want these things to look super flush and to be ultra clean so that you don't really see any of this wiring in the back end. It's just going to be all nice felt wrapped and good to go. But look at the connections on the back just to make this happen. So this is why I'm excited to start changing up views, because look at how nice that shot looks. Oh God, I'm jealous of my stream right now. This amount of wiring and soldering so that you can get all of the amber LEDs to come on at once and then all of the red LEDs to be chopped up into different little groups. That's not a fun thing. It's not an easy setup. And after I'd done it all, we realized we had to swap it all. So this stream, I'm actually going to solder a bit. That was loud. And I'm just going to be kind of hanging out and working on these. And then when we're at the point where we're ready to go, we are going to open up this to some programming. So I might go a little long today. I might not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Meanwhile, where are you guys watching from? I see some faces in here that are not always in here. So why don't you share where you are from to shock and wow each other on this fine Monday morning. This is the first Monday morning for a quick minute that I've been super excited about what's coming. So Gar4 says, out of the hospital, so I'm better. Wow. AFIB episode. Wow. Had to be cardio averted. So was it you or your wife that was in the hospital, Jake? I thought it was your wife. Don't know why people are all scared of electrical work. Look at all them wires. Makes John's light bar looks like preschool stuff. Who's John? Oh, that one. I think that's what we were talking about before. All right. Hunter says he's in Texas. Tim Shields in Indiana. We got Ezzy in Romania. Welcome from Romania. Very cool. Hillbilly is in Tennessee. I need to name Hillbilly Hydrographics because in my head, me calling you Hillbilly every time, which is cool for branding. I'm all about that. But like something about hearing your own name, it's just special. It's better. Julian is in KC. We got Darren in Florida. Chris is in Oklahoma City. Vadim is in Cali. Vadim? Where am I at on that? I don't feel like I'm saying it right. More TV, New York. And oh man. Well, James. I can never say that now. It just sounds like a complete polar opposite of the other thing. Let's enjoy some not frozen GoPro. Now what I can't tell is if there's a delay. It seems like there's a weirdish kind of a delay on the audio from this view, but let's turn something back on just so that we can have that extra view, and you guys tell me if this is a little bit better for sometimes when we show the stuff up front. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that's bright balls, yes, but it looks like magic on the GoPro, so I guess that's not gonna work. Salvador, he's in Chicago. What up, Sal? Mike West says, yeah, no. I'm with you there, Mike West. Thanks for being nice about it, bro. My feelings. Just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna dive in. So I'm gonna show you what is going on now, and then I'm gonna work on the second one, and then I'm gonna do the third one, and then at the very end of all of this, which by the way, just a little treat for you guys, this section of the live stream is gonna actually go into it's gonna go into a different course, not the regular one. So we will I'll chop up parts of this for the programming side of it for the intensive purposes of Sequential Squad, But this is going to be the complex wiring that only really ends up in sequential 201, that $100 course action. Yeah, I don't think anyone's exactly like shocked and awed by that, but whatever. So here's what we're gonna do today. It's gonna be a bunch of hardcore wiring. Let's get this guy really gnarly position. And then I will answer that question about what I'm using for these cameras. That is crazy. Look how perfect. So good. Jeff Pink, you're not far from Tim. I should definitely collaborate, get together, help each other out, refer people to each other. All the awesome things that I believe in. So Kimura, I am using Streamlabs OBS. I've got Sony hooked up on one capture card and a GoPro hooked up on another capture card, and then a C922 webcam. So that is the the least cool of all those. And then we're using the thing in case I screw up. If I'm just like, that's the Go XLR. If I have to cough or clear my throat like right now, you don't have to hear it. Or if I slurp coffee, it's another good one. And then we got the Stream Deck over here, which allows me to swap to the camera that I was just on that no longer has signal. See how fun that is? It's the best thing about live streaming. Stuff just stops working. It just stops. You're sitting here and you're trying to do one thing, and then all of a sudden you're like, nah, I don't really want to stop what I was doing, but I'm doing it. Deactivate. Reactivate. Come on, GoPro. Come back to me, baby. Signal. Nice. Good times. Okay. And we're back. Yeah, I think it says it's back. Oh, but it lied again. Oh well. We're going to solder some stuff. We need a GoPro for this. So I'm going to go ahead and roll over to not a lot of talking. And I tell you what I'm going to do. I have to remove this wire. If you can see it, I got a little white wire right here. That white wire is hooked up to the amber LED on this board. These are the Corso Motion LED boards. And I'm going to move it from the amber LED to the red LED connection. And then I'm going to bridge the ambers, because right now we've got isolated amber sections, 4 LEDs at a time, and then a bunch of joined up red LEDs. So we're going to swap that out so that we've got all of the red LEDs on their individual channels, and then the amber LEDs will be all joined together. All right. So let's just watch some soldering. We'll see what you guys think about this one today. Probably gonna suck for you guys to just like listen. Hey, do we have any truck guys in the house? Anybody that follows truck YouTube channels and all that stuff? Cool. I'm gonna test that. Also, gonna make this a little bit more interesting so people can tell there's a dude doing this. And here's the reason I asked about the whole truck thing. I got hit up by a guy who's got a pretty decent sized YouTube channel that is working on his own headlights, and he actually really enjoyed watching some of the content about cutting the lights open and all that. And so big shout out to Jack at Dirty Max Jack. He hit me up. We had a cool little conversation on the phone earlier. He's gonna chop into his lights, so good luck, Jack. Should be dope. I am going to change a thing, make my next screen look pretty cool. Let's see, we're gonna go Sony. We're gonna add in a cool little angle. It's not gonna be that cool. It's just gonna be my silly face. Oh, actually, you know what? I think we should do. Maybe we should do the GoPro. Just gotta make sure it works. GoPro Hero 5, baby. And properties. Deactivate. Reactivate. I know you're in there. I know you want to work, GoPro. I can feel it. I can feel it. Wants to. Let's see. Show you what I'm doing now. That's a GoPro. There's going to be a little man in that window. And whenever that dies, be another man, and he is going to be right here. Hello, I'm the man. Let's go. Oh no, where's my keyboard? Feeling like a weird guy today. Does everybody have a good Mother's Day? What'd you do? Tell me in the comments. What'd you do for that special lady? Your ma, your wife, whoever. Did you make her a video like I told you to? It's okay if you didn't. That's pretty weird stuff. I do it. Okay. And now, duck it under GoPro. Yeah, I'll just do that for now. Okay. That's neat. Really crappy soldering will increase impedance. Whoa. Don't do really crappy soldering. Definitely. Don't want to impede things. But let's check to see if I did really crappy soldering. Let's see. And to test our little connection. Got that one. Hey. Got red only. Amber only. And then beep. Amber only, red only, red only. Cool. So far so good, boys. I haven't read anything. Let's see. What should I read? Oh, if you do me a favor too, something else that has been working really well on some of the other live streams that I'm watching. If you have a question, something that you want me to see and you're not just talking to each other, just capitalize the word question and then just type your question. That'll actually help, because half the time I start reading your comments and it's like comments to each other, and then I feel like, why am I butting in on this conversation? I am not needed here. And then I just want to go run and hide. So, are those gonna pew pew pew? See, this would be like, question. Are those gonna pew pew pew? And I'd be like, yeah, bro, of course. All things. I think they should shadow pew. Ask Tim Shields about shadow pews. He's the resident master. Butt out, Chris. I swear to God, I feel that way so many times. I'm like, oh, they're talking. I probably shouldn't interrupt them. It's a thing. It really is. All right. I'm gonna solder again. Goopy. Thing. Got him! Damn, that was gangster. You guys see that? Instant replay. Blah. Good job. Oh, the nasty ones are coming. This little section right here. Oh, not fun at all. Oh, sure to scream. Anybody hear that scream? Me? Resistors go on the ground side of LED. Yep. We got common anode. Cool. Alright, so right now we've got a three-way bridge. We've got a hard wire going from here to there to there. Now technically I'm making this harder on myself than I need to because I really only need to be running the red LEDs. Truthfully. This does two other things. It increases the rigidity of the part, but man, you know, I'm looking at that. Let's see if I can show this close. Oh, buddy, look at that circuit. Ugh, not fun. I've got to take, if I could show you, I've got to take this guy, get him out of there. Not completely bridge it with everything else. That's the plan. Hey, does anybody watch Dave? Bill Dickey? Bill Dickey Dave? That show is so good. Surgery. Crazy. We near enough opposite ends when I'm down something, something, something. Yes, I agree with that statement. But I'll continue. This part's freaking hard because I don't know exactly which order these are in unless I look super close. One side of this board says Y, one says W, and if they're just off a little bit, then I'm basically bridging amber to red instead of amber to amber, red to red. the hard part is I have to make a little L shape to go from here to there, and then up to there. Long one has to go. It's hard to see. Here. Here. There. So that's the short and that's the long. Whew. Ruthless. These actually are all the same. Third one. Sounds like someone's peeing. One of you guys peeing? Turn your mic off. Yeah, this is gonna be a long stream, boys. Go for it today. Cause I gotta do this. So do it together. After this one, we're gonna have a little talk. One more. Dang. Did I already do that one? Nope. Give her a check. Let's give her a check. Let me find a fresh sequencer. Ooh, you guys want to see crooked sequencer making. And check this out. When I use these little JST connectors to do the stuff, there's a bunch of crap in the way. Let's trim it. Look at Chris's finger. Looks like he's gonna hit it. Right. My dude Jay, where you at? Now this is how you cut your finger off. Trying to give you PTSD here. I might be part of your little crew soon. Now I can use it, and now I'm gonna use it. So let's pull out the Picket 3. And we are going to connect everything up. Let me show you on this again. So the reason that I did what I did a second ago was because here is my programming tool, Picket 3. And I want to be able to just slide down on those existing pins. Do you see? I did it. Let's look at my screen though. See if I see any questions. I don't. Alright. I've got a file for a Lamborghini. Where's it at? Probably right in here. JP. Yeah, we'll go unzip. Oops, didn't connect power. How do you guys like the views today versus how they've been? Is this better? Cool. All right, let's take a look. See, what did we just make? Oh man, looks like I've got a little bit of stuff in the sequencer. May or may not do what I want it to do. We'll see. I love how chaotic all of these steps are right now. It's just so much. It's not going all clean and easy. What's up, bro? Oh, power. So what do we got going on? So this one we've got multiple things bridging. So that's not right. That has multiple things bridging too. So why? It looks like the one that I did earlier. You see this face? This confused face? Now let's diagnose. Let's figure out what I've done. I just got eager to test things. Now I need to actually make sure that I've got my circuits the way that they should be. And before I do that, let's clear my mind with a little bit of chatting with you boys. Whew. Wow, what's that Streamlabs thing? Please refrain from spamming caps. Wow, did you see that? I guess I have a bot that just moderated Mr. Jake here in chat. That's crazy. All right. Yeah, man, working on hardcore electronics, like diving in and doing the soldering on stream, it's super easy to get lost because your brain's doing multiple things, right? What's this? So what do you think? Is it hard to get value out of watching the hardcore stuff? Ooh, you're gonna get yelled at by my bot, Kimura TV. What's the name of the pad on your right to use to switch the cameras? That is called Stream Deck. Ooh, Streamlabs got you, man. Kimura TV, please refrain from spamming caps. Question. Have you put the GLP file on the website yet? Nah. Oh, Mother's Day. I was slacking. Just have to say, why me? I don't know the context there, but then again, I don't know that that was for me to read at all. All right, let's see. I'm scrolling up looking for questions. There's so many things on here. I like that you guys are chatting so much. I just don't see anything. Nothing for me. Oh, there we go. I found one. Gar4 said, question, what resource do you use to find out what size resistor you need for the LEDs, and do I put it on the plus leg or the ground? Okay, so the short answer is I never know. I never know. And then I always end up finding the answer. And a lot of times I will actually find out, and then I will have to make a video about it to remind myself later. So there are certain LEDs that are very common. The ones that I absolutely recommend that you use are the ones that are common. If you get into hardcore like OEM LED modifying, that's when things get a little bit different, because now you're actually going in and like doing all the hard math yourself. So there are calculators that you can use on things like DigiKey and all that. That's where you're gonna find the actual original LEDs themselves. You can also dive in. I know there's like a lot of forums and stuff like that where they might be a little elitist, but you can find guys that are just all about that stuff. I'm not, because in general my day-to-day never requires me to find that information, but from time to time you might have to find out what the exact power resistor is needed to drop from 12 to 14 volts, or wherever you want it to run at. Like for example, my GTR bolts, they're made to run at 14.5 volts, not 12, because when the car's on, they're getting way more power. Instead of using a voltage regulator, which will generally drop it to lower than 12, in which case you'd need to be overdriving them and to get them like crazy bright, so your resistors would have to be rated differently. And then if you ever hook them up without that voltage regulator, poof, they're gonna go toasty. So I liked the fact that the engineers, when the retrofit source made those for me, when they did that, Morimoto, whatever, right? Their engineers decided to make them go that way. It also means that if your voltage is fluctuating, your lights will be dimming brighter and on and off. So I'm gonna mess with using like capacitors and stuff like that to kind of regulate and keep that like spike from ever hitting the LEDs. But yeah, it's definitely, there's a lot of different aspects to figuring out which resistor that you want to use. So I know LED Junkies is a Facebook group that you might want to pop into. You can also pop that question into the Facebook group, and I definitely will make a video on that coming up. And that obviously is kind of an integral part of the courses. So as I get the answer again nice and clear for 5 seconds next time, I'll make a whole video, put that somewhere that lives forever, and then I can just be like, I don't know, bro, look at my old video. I taught myself how to do it a while ago and now I forgot. That's generally what happens. Too much information coming in, the old information has to go somewhere. All right, so let's see. Milan said Milan. Let's just say Milan, sounds smarter. Another question: do the ghost modules switch the power or the ground? They switch the ground. And how do I find the right LED for me to use? Sinister replied by saying, Milan, it actually depends on how many channels you are running. If you're only running 14 channels, you can do it with one. Yeah, so you can do one sequencer for 2 different lights. I don't like that. I'll tell you why. If you're running one sequencer to power 2 lights, now you have those 14 channels that we mentioned. Each channel is represented by a physical wire, which means you would have one of these guys right here in the middle of your trunk, for example, right? And then you've got 14 wires going off to one light and 14 wires going off to the other light. Now that was the practice of modified technologies. And the problem is to make those 14 wires go side to side, he used RGBW wires, which are big and bulky and stupid. They just get everywhere, and you've got wires everywhere. And at the end of the day, it's basically to save yourself from spending an extra, I don't know, $70, making a way more involved wire harness. It doesn't have to be so crazy. My wire harnesses, they use these guys. They use these nice little weatherproof connectors or whatever. And I love these because I'm just connecting power and ground and my 2 show modes, and that's all that bridges the 2 sequencers together, and then they go up to like a battery or a remote control setup or whatever. So my advice, don't be so smart that you make a dumb move, right? Better move is for sure to do 2 ghost sequencers, and then you've got 28 channels per light, as well as the fact that you've got much more consolidated wiring. Goodness. Oh man, I picked the ugliest one. When I made this one, I spilled stuff onto there. I don't even want to use this. This one's all beat up right now. I'll go get another one. Mess with that later. Tim Shield says, if you have 2 sequencers, you can have 2 show modes instead of 2 turn signals. Yeah, absolutely. So not only do you get oh no, I'm gonna use it. I just gotta clean it, Mike. Calm down, bro. But yeah, so in the case of the GTR sequencers that we were talking about doing for the taillights, you can even run 2 ghost modules per taillight. Now it actually give you 4 show modes, as well as 2 parking light modes, 2 different brake light modes. You've got like all sorts of stuff that you could do. So I mean, it gets into the point of like how much is actually usable, how much you're actually going to benefit from having that. It's a great question, and it's a very common one. So you know what, that's going to be in an upcoming video. Should you use 1 or 2? I'll make a whole long fat video on that. That'll be dope. He mentioned something about teaching us Blue Ghost yesterday. Yeah, that's not gonna be for a minute though, but it will be coming up soon for my dude Corey, who it's so bad. Corey won the 20K build, and so just a little insight on me. I think I can do more than I can do. I don't mean like, am I capable? I'm capable of doing a lot of stuff. Time-wise, man, what a dummy. I have taken forever to build Corey's lights. Corey's just the coolest guy ever, so he's just waiting for dope lights to be finished and show up. But I will absolutely do that. We will use Blue Ghost, and I will spend a lot of time for a little chunk of my life messing with Blue Ghost. I'll put it all out there and it'll be dope. Sinister says, just wanted to put it out there that you can doesn't mean you should. Absolutely. The truth is that for some people, it might really be beneficial for you to do it both ways. Try it, especially if you're going to do this for other people, because there's nothing like going through something firsthand experience and then relaying that onto the next person, because then it's authentic. It's coming from what you know to be beneficial for them. They're like, yeah, but I could save money, blah, blah. And you're like, nah, because I'm going to charge you way more money to make this big, stupid harness. And then the install at the shop is going to take you forever. I'll tell you one thing that I love is that if you can build lights that are otherwise plug and play, but the only thing extra that has to be plugged into are these little weatherproof plugs. So one little plug coming off the light that goes into a harness that's just got 4 wires, nice and pretty, nice little braided loom on there. It goes up to the battery, 2 connections at the battery, and then that's all that's done. There's no little JST connectors coming off the back of the light. There's nothing stupid like that. If there are modules, they're like hardwired, like tucked underneath the light, so there's nothing to actually have to mess with for shops. Then you can just have any shop do it, and that shop doesn't have to charge your guy a bunch of money. But when you build lights the easy way, and you just leave all the connectors the way that they came right from the manufacturer, and you don't solder things, and you don't consolidate things down or do internal wiring, then it ends up being super difficult to install in the car. Very easy to get things wrong, and if you've made it easy to screw up for the customer, you kind of screwed yourself, right? Nice. I remember the giveaway, the 20K. That was 8 years ago. Yes, I was in my 20s, and just kidding. It was a long ass time ago though. That was long ago as I mean. Milan, I have so many ideas that I want to build now. Already made the animations on Sequence Builder. Did you? Dude, did you upload them to the Sequential Squad thing? I can look. Let's look. Let's look together. This will be fun. FlyRyde. Let's log in. Oh, actually, that's not going to do me any good, is it? If you haven't logged in, though, you should. And then this is where some of the new stuff is going. Click upload and then upload again. And then that's where you can load whatever files that you make from all this good stuff. All right. So let's take a look. Oh, I gotta relearn my buttons. I changed the layout a little bit. Let's see. We're already an hour in. It's crazy. Good job. Login. I'm gonna do a special thing coming up here soon. I'm gonna do a thing for the Academy to get a few new members in the door and lock in at a hooked up deal, so it should be cool. Products, people. So I can make tests inside of the courses. So I will make a test in Sequential Squad coming up soon. That's gonna be dope. It's called an assessment. It's the same way I've made it so that you can upload your files. So let's see. I can look at the results. Check that out. Hey, GTR Tales Show. So here's who we got. We got Jack, we got Tim, we got Al, we got Peter. Those are the last submissions. Okay. So we will check those out later. GTR Tales Show 1. Cool. Oh, I said Jake, right? Jake, that's you, right, Garforce? Am I wrong? Am I right? I did it for the 23 channel. Cool. Yeah, so I would just say in the future, just label that, say 15 Tales. 2015 Tales. Just so that I know. Or, even better yet, I should stop asking people to label it what it's for, and I should start, damn, I gotta make a whole new video on that. I'm gonna make it to where you guys simplify everything by telling me, you could say the model of it, but I do want to attach the file names, how many channels. Even if that's something that I do later, I would like to just make a big collection of all the different amount of channels per animation, so that we can really save things and archive it properly and make it to where anybody can download and have access to the exact amount of channels that they need for an animation, if nothing else, as a starting point, right? That'd be dope. And then you can also like go through later after there's a pre-existing one. So let's say that there's like a 21 channel sequencer, but you need it to be like the shape of I don't know, like 2 circles. Then you could just change up the file on there to make 2 circles to like represent what's happening on the animation as you go through it, and use somebody else's file that maybe design that specifically for a straight line. That would be cool. Yeah. And if you have so many ideas, it's awesome, especially if you hop into the sequence designer and you just start making. Just make a bunch of cool stuff. Check it all out, and then we'll test as many things as we can here. What'll be fun is that one of the challenges that I'm going to put out to both Unique LED, because he doesn't know it, but I really do support him, but Unique LED as well as Corso Motion, I want both of those guys to have the opportunity to supply me with a full setup that we use to show all the different variations of channels. So if we want to show off like a I don't know, like let's say there's only 10 channels on there, we can just have like a dope little panel and then be like, all right, let's see what that one looks like, and we'll just be watching as it does a 10 channel animation on only 10 of the 28 groups of LEDs that are on that board. Now I have my lightning bolts, which we can absolutely do that for, but it would just be so much cooler if we had the ability to do that with something switchback, whether that's red and amber or white and amber. So I really do want to see Unique LED benefit a lot from this group and these lives and all of that stuff. So like I said, he doesn't know it. He's definitely not a guy that has had the best experience with me, so I give him that. I just want to help him out anyway, no matter what. So let's see, don't have a Windows computer yet to do any. Yeah, I mean it's completely like not, I don't want to say practical, it's just not convenient to have to do this all on a Windows machine. So More TV says yesterday's stream at Garforce, and that was in missed what, the 20K. I have no idea where we're at. I'm gonna jump back into soldering and try to figure out where things are. Lon says, I'm about to purchase a pair of Ghost modules. I see you sell them with them submerged in silicone. It's called potting, but yeah, same thing, potting compound. I could also buy them off eBay for 80 pounds less. Is it really worth it? Here's my main thing for you. If money is tight, don't buy them potted already, because you can just watch from the videos that I have how you can actually do that yourself. Having said that, you're going to spend the same amount of money if you buy all the stuff to do it. If you choose not to do it, you're actually taking a shortcut that will at some point come back to bite you. So I don't say this because I want to make anything. I don't necessarily like want people to spend all the extra money on my site. You can also order directly from ghostlighting.com and just use promo code FlyRyde, and that'll save you, I think, 10%. So so that's an option if you buy them as is, and then you could take the 10% that you saved on that order and you can go buy some of the material, the potting compound and all that stuff. So if my freaking GoPro was working, I would just show you the view because I'm looking at my epoxy and resin right now. But the reality is, if you don't have something to protect that circuit, you're gonna mess it up. You're gonna shock it, you're gonna lose a channel, something's gonna happen. This is not fear tactics to make you buy things, it's just upfront forewarning. It's gonna happen, you're gonna mess things up. Gar4 says, I am choosing to pot my own, but make sure it's for electronic potting, not regular epoxy. Totally. So on this channel, I mean, I absolutely want everybody to do things themselves. And when you have me do it, now I take forever to do it. So like that option to buy them from my site will go away as soon as I can possibly stop offering things that are not good for me, but they make things easier for other people, I'll do it. Not because I don't want to help other people, but because I'm kind of tired of things that are hurting me, right? I don't want to be a martyr. I just want to help people out. All right, I'm gonna solder stuff. Ready, go. So what I did wrong before, now first off, this has been confusing the crap out of me all day. So I'm gonna ditch this one stupid wire here. Because I got one that's blue, match the others. All right. All right, so my blue wire is right cha. And I'm gonna see if I can show you what happens when you do a bad job potting those ghost modules. You can actually get a little bit too much of the potting compound inside where those pins go. So it can be tricky. You don't necessarily want to do this yourself, but it's kind of cool once you figure out how to do it. So there's some shiny black stuff in there. Shiny black stuff is this stuff. It's not good. I gotta go in there with a pick. I gotta heat it up and then pry all that crap out so that my connector will sit flush. Ooh, smack the mic. Wrong stream today, huh? Sean, yo, yo, yo. Sergey, what up? Okay. So let's do this. So let's check first to see what's bridged. Got multiple things that are bridged for sure. So that's how they all should look. Feel like, I don't know, man. I don't know what the heck happened on the other one. So let's see. I'm going to give ground now to just a select few channels on here and see what happens. Sorry. So yeah, that should be all good to go for sequential. That one's totally good. And I did the next one after that. I thought I was good, but stuff's bridging. As you can see. That's supposed to be one channel. But it's not though. So let's find out why. Very likely right there. Crazy. Hard to see. Last month, still need to order. Carrefour says he ordered $600 worth of stuff. He still needs to get a bunch more LEDs. Yeah, man. Sometimes it can just be super expensive. Milan says, thanks for the honesty, man. Really appreciate it. If this works out for me, I will definitely play with it more in the future and purchase some stuff from your website. You deserve the extra credit. Hey man, I'm just happy to have you here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying the content and learning. That's what's up. Sergey says, hey dude, what are you going to show today? Like me as always. I think you're saying you like it. It's awesome. I'm glad you do. As always, I'm glad. This is for a Lamborghini Gallardo. So it is, I don't know, just me nerding out on a bunch of very difficult circuits, trying to find out what I bridged that I wasn't supposed to. That looks good. That looks good. Oh, look. I have two things powering one section. That's the first mistake I made. Let's get rid of this guy. That's redundant. It's red wire. See if I can do it lefty. See how fast that goes? Like, I totally didn't disconnect power. If that were hooked up to the Go sequencer, boom, dead circuit. Dead channel. Okay. So now this is hooked up. Oh, difficult. Yeah, so doing things on these individual, doing multiple individual things on the ribbon cable is tough. Really tough. I can kind of commit to just saying I'm going to finish this section because I'm filming this for one of the courses and I need to have enough stuff that I can chop out later. Now I need to check. Don't like how close this wire comes. Just a bit of solder right here from power connection. That's fine. All right, let's check. What do we got? Also, I will say this is way harder because I already did a lot of the wiring and I'm undoing and redoing the circuits. That's the one that trips me out. Why this one turns on. Like, what the heck is bridging that? It's good. Should help me find what's bridged. That. Can't see, it's blinding me. Ah, crazy. Okay, so that's the one that's bridging right here. Why? I can't see now though. Damn it. Oof. Oh yeah, and if you also write FlyRyde when you ask questions too, that'll help out. You can probably just say FlyRyde, blah 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 blah. Question, Kamar TV says, can you short out a channel by touching it with the soldering gun? Yeah, if the Go sequencer is attached and it has power going to it, and then you ground that channel by touching the soldering iron to that circuit, it will blow the channel. Bye bye. Sucks. I've done it a lot. John says, sorry guys, gotta go. Oh, bro, yeah, this is a long one. You don't need to be sorry. Thank you for coming here, John Paul. You're dope. Gar4 should be able to. Hillbilly Hydrographics. If you are not wearing a ground strap, it can happen. Yep, that's true too. When I'm working on the Ghost modules, I use ground straps. When I'm working on LED panels like this, I don't. I don't know if I'm not, that's like a bad thing. I just don't, I've never had an issue. Lots and lots of years, never had an issue. Working with all the little components on the Ghost modules, I've had lots of issues, so I ground strap it up. And that's why also when I'm handling potted sequencers, I don't wear the ground strap, because all the things that would normally get jacked up by electrostatic whatever, you know, whatever. Chris has had them short out. Definitely has. Spectrum, hey, I'm on your street with those Lambo tails to figure out those factory boards. Chris, what house is yours again? It's the pink one. Pink, and it's shaped like a, never mind. Garforce, maybe that's what I'm having some issues with. PLCC2, I don't know, dude. I think it's just the 4-leg LEDs are hard to work with. They're just so close together. Garforce, Chris, where do you get your bulk bulbs? From Chiner. There's a country called Chino. Just kidding. There are lots of companies that have reached out to me. So I actually found the bulbs specifically. I found a company that doesn't sell through all the normal channels, and they only sell through distributors. And so after lots of back and forth with them, I found a good one. Okay, you mean not bulbs, you mean LEDs. I generally don't buy raw LEDs. Companies that send them to me, Corso Motion, Unique LED, if you've reached out to either of them, they should give you a decent idea. Other than that, ask the best guy in the house, Sinister. Ask him about it. He'll tell you all sorts of stuff. He's way smarter than me. Alright. So I think I found the bridge. I think. Excited about this song. And that does not look like it's bridging now. This is actually super deep in the trenches, guys. I am trying to not lose my, I want to say interest, but if it keeps giving me issues, it just gets annoying to the point where I'm like, I need to take a break, eat, do other things. Cool. Isolated. Not isolated. Bridged. Look at that. Right. That was this fella. Oh yeah, he's got a bunch of sloppy crap on there. What's your problem, bro? What's your problem? weird. This black wire was not bridging it, but when the white one got power, it was. I hear crazy Discord in the background. I have that disconnected. I'm gonna try that again. Because it doesn't seem like that should have been shorting or bridging. It was though. Yeah, see? So the black one would have been this one. No? This one is though. Ah. Guess how dumb I am, guys. Guess how dumb I am, guys. That wasn't messed up at all. It was just literally right in front of me. Man. What a silly, silly man. Okay. I'm clear on what to do. Sweet. I left a big, giant connection. Hey. Is that a super chat to be like, you left the power connected, don't blah blah. It's shirt time. It's t-shirt time? T-shirt time! Take off your shirt! Look, this whole time is that red one. It's just a big dumb red one. Oh, stupid. Too stupid. Oh, fool. Come on, man. Got time? You wasted so much time on you, bro. Cheese and rice. My God, man. People are like, how come it's taking so long? I don't know. Because it's hard, dude. It's freaking hard. Thank God JP's just a dope supporter because he's been waiting. Got him. Got him. And just to verify, got him too. In there. Okay, so let's do this so that I don't F all this up again. So I don't it up again. Let's do that one now. Meow. So did you guys notice the like hissing in the background the last few days? And then I could not recreate it. I was streaming privately, watching my own stream, trying to recreate, and I could not find a way to recreate that hissing. And I see it when I watch all the replays of the old videos, but this one's, you know, I can't hear it on anything, so I don't know if you guys hear that. Chago, what up, Holmes? What up? Christian, what up? Hola. Okay, I'm doing some things. There's some things that I'm doing. Oh man, check this out. Watch this. Maybe just maybe, I could do this faster than the other one. I mean, maybe not, but. Hey, by the way, thank you for the $2 coercion. Appreciate that. Okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it just because I'm stupid. So I forgot to pay attention after I asked. Does anybody follow Jack Dirty Max? He's got a 2020 Duramax High Country set of headlights that he is modifying himself. Okay. Yikes. I got you, you sniveling bastard. Oh, did it. Let's see if we can show this closeness. What's he showing us? That was the bane of my existence. Alright, I'm gonna go crazy if I keep doing this for a minute, so let me detox. Ugh. What up? Keep looking up. And then I realize that I should be looking there. This is dope, bro. Always on live. Love these. Good, man. Comment more. Nice to hear from you. Yeah, so a lot of times people say that they like soldering. They can just sit and watch and whatever. I don't know. I guess I'm not one of those guys, so I never seem like I never see the value in that, but it doesn't matter what I see. It matters what you see, right? So tell me that stuff. That's when I know what I should keep going. Dark Flame says, hey bud, quick question for you. Will you be adding 1156 bulb to your inventory? They are all over the place, my man. Hop on FlyRyde. Go right here. And just click on bulbs. There you go. 1156s should be there with everything else. If you're not seeing them, let's just find them together. So we've got, those are all like the reverse. Those are right there. Brake light. There's 1156 there. And then same thing for like the turn signals and all of that. And then also these guys down here if you just want to grab like whatever. So 1156, 1157, all the things. And I hope that helps. I need a drink with the bads. I also use a magnifying light. I should. I think that sounds like a smart move. That sounds good. Getting these little L-shaped dudes. That thing is crazy. Like, how hardcore do we need to get here? But Derek is like, that looks like a lot of wires. Yeah, it's kind of what we avoid doing with the GTR stuff. Which is why people hit me up like, man, these WRX headlights, there's so much, it's insane. And you're very welcome, Dark Flames. But yeah, it's crazy when you think about it. There's just 5, 6, 7 times long to do that as anything else. Ha! Dark Flames got snapped at by Streamlabs bot. It's like, don't talk in all caps, bro. It sounds like you're yelling. Might hurt somebody's feelings. Yes. Billy says, yep. Got some dip to do. Catch y'all tomorrow. Hoping LEDs will come in today. I hope so too, man. I hope you get what you need. I hope it's good. Let's see. Need to dive back in. I'd like to take a little breather for a second. Chago, do you think I can install rings in the rear lights on an 05 Scion TC? If you don't mind cutting taillights open, totally, man. Problem is, taillights are super hard. Yeah, I want to tell that bot to do all kinds of stuff. I could program it. I think I can program a little bit of like AI-ish logic in there. Like if somebody asks about this or this specific word comes up, like if the word order or if the word my order comes in, They could be like, hey, get information not during a live stream. Or, I don't know. It's not going to stop people from coming in and being like, Chris, you suck. I'm going to tell all these people that you suck. And they'll be like, they already know. They're watching all the time. It's not news to them. Should be a good time. All right. Oh, God, I'm going to keep going. Also, it's only yelling on your end, not mine. How funny. Really, though? Because I see it popped up. Let's see, 5 above yours right now, in between Dark Flames and Chago's comment. It says Streamlabs. Dark Flames, please refrain from spamming caps. That's what it says. So this whole time that I thought that it was showing to everybody, it was just me. Cool. Now I feel stupid. I don't know if I can continue, guys. I'm going to try to bridge these things real quick. Let's see. Okay. White. Cool. Cool. It's all white. So I'm going to bridge yellow. Man. So hard. Who's not in the Facebook group? Tell me. Invites in a second. Not invites, but if you have done a request, I'll let you in the door. I just got lucky. It just landed right where I wanted it to. Stop bridging. Go. Scary. Hey, are any of you guys by Circuit Demon? He's in New York. He's looking for builders right now. Anybody want a job doing this stuff? I've seen Jeff is looking for builders. I am not an employable man. I'm not. Nobody would want me as one of their merry men. That wouldn't be a good thing for them. But if you play nice with others, maybe that means something for you. Let's see. Hey. Good stuff. Right, and now we can put on some other music. What up? Yeah, I mean, it would just be a good situation. I just want to see it, y'all. Did you see it? I don't know if you could see it or not. That's funny. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't want to be in that area right now. I wouldn't, you know what I mean? But if you're already there, it could be super dope. 2-hour stream today. Wow. Yeah, I think think it's gonna be. Oh, let's click on the thing. Look at all these different things. Anybody care to vote on music? What it might look like? Like curated for YouTube. Fun games. Let's see how silly this sounds. Oh, we already listened to that one. I think we already listened to that one. Listen how happy this sounds. We're gonna go happy. Happy soldering. Right? Let's get back to happy soldering. Sweet. So happy soldering on YouTube. Like there should be coconuts. Okay, I'm a travel vlogger. I just go to super dope places and make you wish you were me. Oh, and I'm hot. Today we're gonna show off this place that you're never gonna get to go. Because we want to help you out. Make sure next time you come here, no, you're never gonna come, you can go to this place that's ridiculous. That's what this music says to me. If there was a song that was like, here's some crazy Lamborghini taillights that you're never gonna make because it's ridiculous. You should be doing that. I would use that one. Oh guys, I'm just killing this one. That was so bad. Good. So close to being done. It's like exciting, and also when you're anxious, you don't do as good a job. This 80s montage music is pumping me up though. I can do it. Two more connections, and they're side by side. Yes. Yes. This is the section where I should be doing sit-ups, jogging. Don't you wish we could have just montaged right through making all the changes? So I'm gonna be doing some web classes, non-automotive related soon. Like how to be comfortable on camera and stuff. I'm gonna be like, don't solder. Don't solder live. It's not a good way to be comfortable. A lot of times we don't know that we have dumb faces that we make. Like when you're doing something that no one ever sees you doing. Imagine the face when you're wiping your bum. What if somebody saw that face? Smiling, soldering, listening to happy gamer music. Done. I think. Maybe not. There's a good chance I messed something up. I do that. Like for example, I just have this red wire. I don't even know why this is here. Why is this here? Looks like it's after all the others, so I hope and pray it's just a rando. I don't think it is though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, it's gotta be a rando. Sweet. Alright. Getting into the animation will be crazy on these. Just sounds so good. Look at some love. How did we go from happy gaming to like, let's make love music? Snuggle. Let's snuggle. What happened? Why? Why is this song on? I don't feel comfortable with all these dudes and listening to this music. I get it. It's not how I roll. It's our last channel. That makes that channel 18. We got an 18 channel. 17. 16. Ooh, that's a big fat bridge. That's not good. Ooh, man, this thing just got hot. Ouch. 16, I think. I'm getting driven crazy. Okay. No, it's 15. 18. 17. 16. 15. Tells me that it's this little fella. Hey, little fella. You're the last problem. I'm on to better things. What the heck is your problem, bro? Get that. That looks pretty bad. That's a not fun place to be stuck. would be the last one too. It's gonna be amazed he's still here when I'm done with this thing. So I'm going to keep going over this little triangle so it's super hot and it just moves where I want it. Sucks, but I'm going to start all over on it. Solder sucker activate. Sucker. Got him. Wow, it was so big it won't even reset. Did you break my... Whoa, dude. Holy crap. That just came out of the solder sucker. I done sucked it. Oh, the temptation to stop here is so real. Bad boy all the way up. It's not going where I want it. Oh, baby. So cool. Oh. Damn. Patience. I feel like it was there too. This. I'm going to tin the end of this guy. Two-handed. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. I'm just at that point of not performing while live. That's why we really want to do it. Worst part of all this, I don't even have to do it. What is this temperature rise? Do you struggle with things? Bad email. Soldering live. Struggling. Temps go up. Super important part about doing these lives is it just shows people like it's just not easy for anybody. Just have this dirty little connection. Take a look. Why even use the amber if it doesn't look good through the lens? I don't know. It's just a backup thing. It's not a necessary thing. I think right now me getting it all hooked up is more just because I want to. Oh man. Let's see if we can get 15 to show up here. 16, but it's something. 18, 17, 16, 15, and look at this, 15. Is it coming in and out of contact? Just my Pokey Pokerson. Good. 12. 7, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weird. Six on. I have two things powering up the same. I do. Interesting. Alright. So this is the actual last one to do. I found a section that's not being lit up. I didn't know why, but now I do. It's this white wire right here. Luckily, it's just one simple connection. Famous last words. Plus, I can no longer see. I'm blind right now. I feel like I legit can't see. You guys just feel the energy suck out of me. Just nothing. 1, 2. That's what I wanted. 3, 4. Let's give it a go with the sequencer. And this sequencer is actually. Hey, look. That's what I sound like when I talk into the mic. All right. See if it'll just work. Even if it's in and out of contact, instead of me picking through this ghost module right now. 2 hours in to a stream that's high brain power requirements. Ew. Don't recommend it. So this is our last arrow. It's our middle arrow. And our first arrow. See what happens. Okay. channels down there. Not good. I wonder if it's not enough. No, brake light should go to all of them. Okay, let's check. See if there's something silly that I did or didn't do. Is that power not going through? Oh, I'm dumb. I totally just said if I didn't connect it all the way, hopefully it didn't mess things up. But let's do this. Get another sequencer that I know is actually in better shape. We'll prep it too. Oh, that was a hard road. How are there 22 people still? You guys are monsters. I'm a masochist. My God, man. Okay, this one looks perfect. Wow. In some ways, doing the stream, it encourages me to finish when frustrated with things, especially doing this kind of work, because I don't want to just quit mid-live and then you don't get to see the end, which you might not get to see the end anyway, because it's just taking so long. So I'm gonna do the same thing now. This time I'm gonna speed this along. Cut that. I use the ultrasonic cutter for this. See if this is faster. Seems like it. So glad I had breakfast. Many times, I don't know those of you guys who ever worked on customer vehicles, but inevitably, like, you don't feel like you can stop while you're still working on a car, and you just go hungry. You don't think as well when you're hungry. It's not a good thing. Okay. That's hooked up there. Let's give it power and ground here. We're gonna give it the same zap as before. Mike West, how are you still here? Don't you have things to do, bro? Aren't you working on Lambos and exotic cars? RV setting around the nation? I'm happy to have you. Programming complete. Ooh, that sat nice. I realized when I first started putting my schedule together during this whole stay home thing, it wasn't going to work for me staying awake all night. Oh my god. I feel so excited now. See that? Lord. Trying to figure this out. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Go, baby. Wow. Trensiggies. Got unzip. Oh. Success though. Okay, who wants to make some animations? God, I'm so happy. Dunzo. Casually patching work watching this. Nice. See our brake light. Pow, pow, pow. Ooh, didn't. It's our timeout. Tell you what, I'm gonna spend the next couple minutes putting these things into place so we can actually get to see them in their natural environment. And yeah, let's see if we can get a GoPro action going. Looks like it just effed up. I don't know. Alright, why are you effing up? Just not get all the way. It's weird. Super weird. Check this thing out. Evan, you subscribed. It's awesome, Evan. Let's see. SD card full. Yeah. 30. Oh well. Let's put this guy in. These guys start here. This is a very kind of temp setup. Some tape. And I don't see any tape. But I need it though. Damn. It's getting toasty in here. I don't have the AC turned on. I've got like a little garage AC unit and it's not on and it is hot. Just realized that. Guess I've been working. Carrefours. Oh man, I fell asleep, dude. You and me both. You and me both. That's pretty cool. I want to fall asleep and wake up and the live stream still be going. Although I watch some live streams that are like 5 hours long. Sometimes you like break away, you do some other stuff, and you come back. Dudes are still going. I usually don't have that kind of live stream endurance, but today the name of the game is not live streaming, it's getting the actual work done that I'm doing, sharing it. It's also important to note, if you're trying to teach stuff like this, to do it live, to give yourself, to give away like, hey, let's sit down and do it side by side, very well may take longer and be much less efficient than just filming how-to content, making sure it's all nice and orderly and followable, and go for it. But imagine if I were telling you to take the same steps I'm taking right now. I think it would be like, not only would it be inefficient, like unrealistic. Like, what do you mean? You'd have to make all the same screw-ups. Be kind of silly. So don't do that. We should teach people how to do stuff. Dope. God, I've been wanting to do this for a while. I just didn't want to get into the animation stuff, really start playing with these files, until I had changed them all up to red. Interesting enough, putting the other side together is no big deal at all. I actually feel like this music is like suiting for what I'm looking at right now. Because I'm just like, he's so close. Go. Like the hero's going for it. Go. So close. Like I'm about to beat the boss. Crazy. That retro though. So close, it's ridiculous. Would you agree that the old school video games are just so much more difficult? Like they were infuriating. Ooh, tummy just went. That's the true test. Is this guy ever gonna finish or not? Depends if his belly starts screaming at him. One more. Got dielectric grease all over myself. Not my favorite stuff. noises. 8-bit games. Yep. Okay. Ooh, that view though. Yes. Ah, I hear my family. Cool. All right. So here we are. The end of this thing. Oh man. So what we're gonna do is the GLP file will go live. You'll have access to it in Sequential Squad. Check it out. It's weird because we've got these setups where the bottom, like it doesn't just go linear, right? Because it's this weird arrow shape. So I may make the actual layout. I'm gonna try to do that. Maybe you can try to do that too. Post up in the Facebook group if you're gonna try to make the LED arrangement layout to match this, because I'm gonna walk through the channels with you right now, and I'm gonna reference back to this when I make this part later. So let's take a look. I just want to disconnect the ghost just for the case. All right. Ghost over here. So here we're gonna have power for everything. I didn't check these also. Now you're seeing the amber not shining through a lens. It's bright. Let's check that out from this angle. So it would have been really cool to have amber because it looks great. Woo! That was loud as balls. All right. So there's that. So this will be his fallback. Hardwired, no ghost installed. And then let me hook up one by one. We're going to see what this thing looks like. Channel 1 should be that one. So bottom, right? So that is channel 2. Channel, all right. So I'm going to walk through this. Ready? Channel 1, channel 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So one. So yeah, you're gonna basically, we can make a diagram of this that shows one little leg that's red on the bottom, and then a taller leg up on top. It's weird how that diffused. It moves the light around in a pretty weird way. And then the shorter part of that long leg, and then it's straightforward from there. So then at that point, then it goes, this is part of the longest 3 LED section. And then that's the middle of the long part, the end of the long part. All right, so bottom, top, middle, and then beginning, middle, end. That's how those look. Woo! Woo! Too much. I've got none brain power left. I love you guys. I'm willing to spend as many minutes as you want here before I get off and go eat. What'd you feel about that today? All that wiring. It normally won't be that way. Oh man, 6 channel per arrow. You got it. So yeah, I mean that was pretty intense. I think just at this point, having all of that content to be able to throw into the different core stuff and then just warn people. That's why this is what I don't suggest people do. A drop-in part, dope. Hardwiring individually done things like this, that, you know, I mean, you're just in no man's land at everything. Garforce, how many LEDs are there in each channel? There are 6. So, I'll walk you through one last time. I swear, I hope you're not messing with me because it's hard to do it. But here we go. Last time. It's gonna go. Channel 1 is on the bottom. Let's do this. See if this will work. Channel 1 on the bottom there. It's gonna go to the top of the 2-section leg of the top of the arrow. 3 is going to be the bottom part of the upper leg. And then we're going to go to the straight part of the arrow in the beginning, and then the middle, and then the end. So it's basically, it's going to go like this. It's going to go down, then up, then down, then forward, forward, forward. Does that make sense? Should make sense. So basically you start down here, and then it actually does go through in somewhat of a linear path. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good? Woo! This is why I am the instructor. I'm glad anybody at all in the world would feel that way. Because I'm not exactly like pumped on how well I did today, but I'm glad to be at this stage, because like I said, there's a lot of things that I don't know until I do it, and then I make a video and I make content to help myself remember. Usually when I watch that, I go back and I'm just like, cool. But if you guys are on that, my I guess pot of gold at the end of the rainbow for you is these things are going to ship off to JP this week, and he's going to be, and I've got GTR stuff that's shipping off, lots of stuff, like everything's shipping this week. And so I'll be doing a lot of work during the middle of the day. I won't be live streaming most of it. I wanted to live stream this specifically to get some of that content. I'm going to be making more YouTube videos during the week, but yeah, this specific setup, I want you to know, you make cool animations, you get to see him on a Lamborghini doing crazy things. Mike West knows what that's about, and he's the only one that knows what that's like, aside from myself. I never see any animated stuff that's not like slapped into place. Now, granted, I'm saying that as a blanket statement that may or may not be true. Maybe there's a handful of guys that have done Lambos, but you guys can be part of that little like rare group of like, yeah, I've made some animations and check them out what they look like. I made that, and it's on that amazing exotic car on video, and you can look at it. My work on the Lambo. That's the thing that matters. You're just doing it on the computer. So, good stuff. Spectrum, you know that was a joke, right? Where did he go? He's up there. I don't know what the joke was, but in any case, I'm gonna go eat lunch. I'm so hungry. You guys are insane for hanging in for so long. To have this many, it's crazy. Spectrum says, don't do it unless you have your legal bases covered, though. So the most important thing that he's talking about there is doing the animation files and then seeing those things on a car. That's what I'm presenting to you guys. Doing the LED work and putting that on a Lambo, don't do that. Me and Mike know all about that. Don't work on a Lambo. Just make the cool files that end up on the physical work that I've done or Mike has done or anybody else. Now, I happen to have the coolest guy ever in Canada, JP, that's doing a Mazda 4-rotor engine swap on a Lamborghini Gallardo 570-4. That's pretty nasty awesome. that I get to have any work on that car is cool, and the fact that he's waiting on me now is not so cool. But your work being able to be shown on that, him update these files, that's the win. Don't work on Lambos, work on animation files. Got it? Beep. With that, I'm peacing out. Going to eat. See you guys on Facebook. See you in the group. Comment, do all the things. Hit the like button on the video and leave a comment in the actual channel video thing here for me. Just saying, if you liked the on-screen, on-live LED soldering, or anything that you think could be cooler about it, or what you're gonna eat for lunch like me. See ya.